guys, back off here again. Just a short one on the wonderful world of the gloves of Steven Massey. I'll bring these in too. So, Stevie seemed to acquire quite a few gloves through his trip. I'm not even sure I've got them all here, but they've all got very specific uses, and to be fair to him, he does struggle with hands getting cold, and obviously that is pretty blooming important when he's the one shifting gears, braking, steering the bike. So yeah, right, we have just a standard pair of track mitts. These are Chiba ones with some gel padding, just to, yeah, so these were used most of the way in the warmer climes. I actually didn't wear track mitts. I normally do, particularly solo rides, but because on the back I've got not so much an opportunity to put my feet up but take my hands off, I found I didn't need to wear mitts so much, and I found it was more hygienic for me to be able to wash my hands properly, particularly in India, without putting gloves on and off and not being able to clean them all the time. So yeah, he had those, I didn't. These are some basic liner gloves. The original pair he went with actually disintegrated by New Zealand, so we actually had to take them together, and we sourced these in Canada, so he could wear these under the track mitts or under other pairs of gloves as well as a backup. We have a very decent bit of a pair of gloves here, so these are the decent 133. He has a full set of these. The original liner gloves came with these, and there's another layer as well. These were waterproof. I don't think they were by the end of the trip, but these are like a thin mid-layer glove. Yeah, so for not too cold a climb, but something in between. So yeah, tons of use out of these before the trip and during. Really good make, nice system. He does complain about the Velcro being too sticky though, so that's one thing I know. We have, I think I showed you these unpacking my stuff as well, the Hoob neoprene gloves, great through wet weather, great extra layer. He also used these as like a mid-layer underneath thicker gloves when it was really cold, so alternated between these and the liners depending. Oh, there goes Fanny. And then we have these we sourced in Canada. So these are proper lined, thick, ski type glove gauntlets. So yeah, pretty thick. They've also got a handy zip pocket here to put hand warmers in. And yeah, there's plenty of space in there, so he could layer these up, as I say, with two, even three, well, total 2 or 3 pairs of gloves, so 1 or 2 under those. So those were great. And then of course there were the infamous down booties, which you've probably just seen on another video, but yeah, worst case scenario, you'd have 1 or 2 layers under here and be in the booties too. And that is how cold it was getting on the front, particularly with wind chill as well. Yes, we could have looked into getting pogies. Maybe in hindsight that would have been a good thing to do, but they're quite hard to source for, you know, the hoods and everything. But yeah, we got away with it. So, and yeah, of course these are dual purpose. So those were the thicker ones. And then these, the wonderful Scott lent us these, which are waterproof. Yeah, these we picked up in, I want to say Holland, but it's quite lit on in the trip, and it was literally the day after I think Steve had got far too cold, so we'll be returning these to Scott with many, many thanks, because it helped us get through, especially that last night going into Berlin. We were kind of scraping the barrel a bit on how to keep Steve's hands warm, so there's those as well. So that's the wonderful world of the gloves of Steven Massey.